Hello, in this video I will show you what could be the problem if you have a check engine light and fault code P24C600 on your Mercedes E-Class W213 Diesel. This is the fault code that I got when I ran my scan tool. The fault code is P24C600. The temperature sensor in the Soot Particulate Sensor has an electrical fault. This is a very common problem for these cars. This fault code relates to the Soot Particulate Sensor or the DPF sensor. This DPF sensor has a temperature sensor integrated in it, and that sensor is giving a malfunction. Most of the time the problem is with that DPF sensor. In rare cases it might be a different problem. In the video I'll show you the location of that sensor and also how to test it before replacing it. I'll also show you how to replace it. First I'll show you the location of that sensor. The location of the sensor is on the exhaust pipe. This is the DPF right there. Just after the DPF there is a sensor right there, but that's not the DPF sensor, that's the NOx sensor. It has a control module as well, that's the control module on the NOx sensor. So we continue to follow this exhaust pipe until we see some other sensors. Here we can see there is two more sensors. Now we'll follow their wires just to see where they go. The first sensor, this is the first sensor, and that sensor is going to this control module, and this is the DPF sensor. Next we'll follow the other sensor to see the control module of it. This is the control module of it. This is another NOx sensor, but we're interested in that first sensor, this one right there. This is the DPF sensor of the Soot Particulate Sensor that we have the fault code for. The first test that we'll do is we're going to disconnect the electrical connector for this sensor, and we'll see what kind of fault code will display on the scan tool. So now we'll read the fault codes and we'll see what will show. We can see the first fault code, communication with Soot Particulate Sensor has a malfunction, and this is the second one that we had. So you can see the first two fault codes are about this Soot Particulate sensor. So this is the right sensor that I disconnected. Next I'm gonna go to that sensor and connect the sensor again and check the fault codes afterwards. Now that the sensor has been connected, first I'm going to clear the fault codes, and we'll see what fault codes come up. We can see there is only one fault that came up. The fault code for the communication with that Soot Particulate Sensor is gone because we already connected the electrical connector, but that fault code for the temperature sensor in the Soot Particulate Sensor is a permanent fault and can't be deleted because this sensor has a problem. Next I'll show you how to do another test just to make sure that the sensor is the actual problem. To do that test we need to get a new sensor. This is my new sensor that I'm going to using. It's a Bosch sensor, and that's the part number for it. I'm going to get that new sensor and connect the electrical connector from the old sensor to the new sensor, and we'll see if the fault code will go away. I'm not going to connect this new sensor to the exhaust pipe. I'm only going to disconnect the electrical connector from the old sensor and just connect it to the new sensor, and then I'll read the fault codes. So I'm disconnecting this DPF sensor and this electrical connector. I'm going to connect it to the new sensor. Now that the new sensor is connected, I'm gonna go to my scan tool and check the fault codes. If the problem is with that old DPF sensor, then we should be able to clear the fault code for the temperature sensor. So we can see this is the old fault code that came up. Now we're going to clear the code and we'll see if it will come back. Fault code is cleared. Now we're going to read the fault code again and the fault code is gone. That means the problem is with that sensor. With the new sensor, everything is working fine. We can see we're reading the fault code again and it's not coming up. We're going to read the fault code one more time and we can see no fault code is coming up, so that means the problem is solved. Next we'll show you how to replace this DPF sensor. First I'm going to disconnect the new sensor and leave it to the side, and then I'm going to start removing the old sensor. The sensor is held by two nuts that we need to remove. And now we need to remove the DPF sensor from the exhaust pipe. To remove that sensor, we're going to use a wrench size 24. Here you can see I'm applying force with my wrench, but the sensor doesn't seem to be moving. I'm going to try one more time. If it doesn't work, I'll show you how to remove it with a 24mm long socket. Okay, it doesn't seem to work to loosen it with my wrench, so I'm going to use a 24mm socket. This is my socket that I'm going to use. To use it, first I'm going to cut the wire and try to put the socket this way. But my socket is not long enough, so we need to cut a little bit of the sensor so that we can get that socket in there. I'm going to use my cutters and I'm going to cut this part of the sensor, and then there should be plenty of space to put my socket in there. So the sensor is cut now, so now I'm going to put my long socket in there, and I'm going to use a long ratchet to loosen the DPF sensor and remove it. We can see the sensor started turning, so I just need to remove it all the way. And that's the DPF sensor out. Now I'm going to put on the new DPF sensor. I'm going to put it in the hole in the exhaust pipe, and I'm going to tighten the nut. To tighten the nut, I'm going to use my 24mm spanner. Now that the nut is tightened, next I'm going to put the control module of this DPF sensor into its place, and I'm going to put on the two nuts holding it, and then I'm going to connect the electrical connector. And that's how you diagnose this fault code for the temperature sensor in the Soot Particulate Sensor. Hopefully the video was helpful. If the video was helpful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.